Back to another edition of the Unstoppable Denominator channel of Wrestling Results. So AEW Beach Break Results for January 26, 2022. Tonight is AEW Beach Break, and fans will see Cody Rhodes defend his TNT Championship against interim champion Sammy Guevara, and Adam Cole will battle Orange Cassidy in a lights-out match. Commentary team is Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. January 26, 2022, Cleveland, Ohio. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Match 1, we have ladder match for the TNT Championship. Sammy Guevara as champion versus Cody Rhodes as champion. The two men shake hands after the bell rings. Sammy turns it on with a corkscrew drop kick. Sammy chants occurred. Mates get continuous after Sammy goes for a GTH. Cody dumps Sammy from a standing switch and sends Guevara to the outside. Sammy goes for the ladder, but Cody rocks him. He sets up a ladder and on the apron in the barricade. Fight spills to the outside in the crowd. Sammy gets to the entryway and pulls in a tall ladder to the ring. Cody enters back in from the crowd and fights with Sammy. Sammy soon nails Cody with the ladder off the apron into the floor. Sammy starts climbing, but Cody stops him briefly. Cody gets him off with an electric chair, and both men collide heads and falls to the canvas. The real fall to the canvas happens when Cody delivers a crisp sailing suplex from the very top of the ladder, and we go to the break. Back from it, Cody drops Sammy in between the two sides of the ladder and locks a figure 4 on him inside the ladder rungs. Sammy nails Cody from way up with a cutter off the ladder. Sammy pins Cody on the ladder and begins climbing it, but Cody shoves the ladder and Sammy takes an awkward tumble. Cody returns the favor with a crossroads from up top. Cody goes for the belts, but Sammy grabs hold of him. The two hand from the belt cable and both fall. Cody gets to the outside with Sammy, and out comes Fuego del Sol that prompts Sol to get in the ring to argue with Cody, and Cody nails him with a pedigree pile driver. Cody tries to do the same to Sammy, but the fight goes to the outside. GTH to Cody. Sammy soon puts on Cody on the aforementioned tabled ladder between the barricade and apron. Sammy sets up another ladder by that one and climbs it. Sammy indicates that he's crazy before leaping off with a swanton flip onto Cody. Both men make it back into the ring into the top of the ladder for a final duel. It's Sammy who hits Cody with the belts to knock him off. Guevara pulls down both belts and is your new undisputed TNT champion. Winner and undisputed TNT champion. It says Cody Rhodes, but it's supposed to be Guevara. I don't know why they put Cody Rhodes. Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks are by a frozen lake area with Tony Schiavone. Hobbs issues another challenge to Dante Martin, while Starks makes it known that he'll fight Jay Lethal next week with the FTW title on the line. Match 2, handicap match. Wardlow versus Elijah Dean, and James Alexander. This goes as as expected for the hometown boy. 5 powerbomb Simponies to both men. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Wardlow. Match 3, trios match. Santana, Ortiz, and Jericho versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. Jericho starts in, but Santana and Ortiz take over with a blind tag. Ortiz gets isolated by Garcia until a lariat levels him. Tag to Santana and combination drop kick to Garcia. No attempt to tag in Jericho, who tags himself in. Santana tags himself back in. He and Jericho argue, and it allows the heels to take over. Ortiz is isolated once more after the break, and Santana has to break up the pin. Ortiz finally is able to make the hot tag to Jericho, but opts for Santana instead. Jericho bewildered drops from the apron. Santana gets a near fall, but the numbers games come into play. Chris Jericho hits a well-timed Judas effect on Matt, and it leads to the win. Your winner, Santana, Ortiz, and Chris Jericho. We had a Texas death match in 2 weeks for the AEW title. Lance Archer versus Hangman Adam Page. Christian Cage is with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. The trio is standing on a stairwell with another trio, HFO. Matt Hardy puts over Private Party before it's revealed that they'll face the tag team champions on Rampage. You know what? I want to mention this. Where the hell is Marco Stunt? Are they writing him off television? Because we don't see Marco Stunt anymore since Christian Cage is now in play. Out comes CM Punk, and he dressed to fight Notes Excalibur. Punk makes it clear he's ready to fight, and he wants to fight MJF. He unzips his hoodie to show that he still has MJF's scarf. Out comes MJF. He's not out to fight, but he says next week in Chicago he will. He wouldn't waste a match in Cleveland. He starts to trash Punk's past, including legal issues, being on a certain infamous podcast, and bailing on Cleveland like LeBron James. Punk notes that MJF listens to said podcast because he's a fan. He says he's always been honest with the fans. Punk made his decisions and he doesn't go back on them. It's not long before the Pinnacle comes out to attack him. Spears comes from behind to start it. FTR holds Punk by his limbs, and as Spears smacks him back with a chair. MJF starts screaming at him on the mic, and Punk grabs him by the scarf. Punk gets nailed by MJF, tells Wardlow to powerbomb him. Wardlow stands there with Punk between his legs, and the chair is laid down. Wardlow powerbombs him. MJF literally sits cross-legged on Punk's chest. He says it's going to be so fitting he ends Punk's journey where it started in Chicago. Mark Sterling tries to get Julia Hart to sign a match contract against Jade Cargill, but Griff Garrison warns Julia about her eye. Match 3. Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet. Velvet charges in and goes for her final slice, but Layla powers the fight, goes to the outside. We head to break. Back from the break, RV hits a stunner in the corner. Layla was in command during the break, but RV Red Velvet has changed the momentum. Red Velvet hits double knees to the back of Layla. Red Velvet favors her left arm due to Hirsch working it. Red Velvet lays Layla out with a spear. Layla hits a power bomb and a knee strike. Layla covers but pulls up at 2 and locks an armbar. RV gets a rope break. The two go back and forth until Layla rolls Velvet up with the lights and hands for the 1, 2, and 3. Winner Layla Hirsch. Post-match, Layla locks in the armbar on Velvet until Statlander gives pursuit to chase Hirsch off. We see Malachi Black as he puts over his brother. Enter Brody King from the darkness. He makes clear his thoughts on Pac and Death Triangle. The House of Black is like death, inventable. After the break, out comes Pittsburgh Britt Baker, and she gets a sour reception from Cleveland. She's even wearing her Pittsburgh jacket and has Pro Wrestling Illustrated awards set up on a table in the ring. She runs over her accolades. Since she won the title, she has 9 singles victories. 9 is a magic number for Pittsburgh and Cleveland cause Baker Mayfield was sacked 9 times. She wants to talk about the Baker that's worth a shit. She said she became the face of the AEW Women's Division. Finally, Cleveland will have a Baker they can count on. Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero come out. Rose is irate and she wants Ruby Soho next week. This Friday, however, Jade Cargill will indeed defend her TBS belt against a half-blinded Julia Hart. Now it's our main event. Lights Out. Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole. The fight indeed is just that as it's not long before OC's Orange Cassidy's glasses are busted. He shotgun drop kicks Cole into the barricade. Cole fights back and attempts to pull a weapon out from underneath the ring. He grabs a chair, and on the other end of it, it's Danhausen. This allows Cassidy to hit his tornado DDT. He goes for a beach break, but Cole turns the tides and goes for a Panama Sunrise on the outside, but Orange Cassidy tackles him in the timekeeper's table. Orange goes for the orange punch, but accidentally punches the ring bell. Cole slams Cassidy's hand between the ring steps and post. More weapons are pulled from underneath the ring as we go to the break. Back from it, we have Cole get a near fall. He sets up 2 chairs and goes for a brainbuster, but Cassidy hits a stun dog millionaire Michiganu driver to Cole through the chairs. Cole beckons Brandon Cutler down to the ring as Orange Cassidy crawls under it. Soon, the best friends in the Super Clique came out to fight, including Red Dragon. Cassidy capitalized Cole, goes for the low blow, but Orange Cassidy pulls out a cup with thumbtacks on it. He nails Cole with a Panama Sunrise. 1, 2, and Cole kicks out. This is awesome chance. Orange Cassidy wraps his hand with a chain, and it caused Adam Cole to powder. He exits through the entryway, and Cassidy gives pursuit. They're in the Go Positive position, gorilla, and Cole shoves Jerry Lynn in the way of Orange Cassidy to hit Orange with a DVD through the table. Orange Cassidy kicks out. The fight goes back on the ramp, and Cole goes for the boom. But Orange Cassidy super kicks him. Orange Cassidy charges with the chain, but Cole hits him with a stage light. Cole climbs the truss of the main stage. He considerably high up above the ring entry, and Orange meets him up there for a low blow. Orange hugs Cole before taking him through the stage. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. Your winner, Orange Cassidy. Alright, you guys, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you guys do not miss an upload here on this channel. I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.